Now, can you get Saint to use that skin? We need to use the chicken. We got to use the chicken skin.
Can one of
now.
the refs on stage tap the shoulder,
Somebody
point at the
tell
chicken?
Saint we got some important information.
Yep. I played one game of Sona, got destroyed by a Thresh. I stopped playing Sona. But the win rate has still been high across the board.
What?
And
despite the Kangas data?
Despite my trying my absolute hardest to lower that win rate. But with Lucian, that's an interesting one for me. I typically think of Lucian with things like the Nami. This time he's playing into the Nami with that Sona. But
starting sooner, but we're going to all fight for it.
Yeah, Inspired also has Isles in his back pocket. Griffin's going to walk into the Raptors. Isles is still in the other brush. Griffin in a numbers disadvantage. Is it going to happen again? Can't even trade the kill. First blood to Inspired.
How?
Fool me once, chat.
Quad's going to go down too. That's a double kill.
7 times?
Double kill to Inspired.
Every game, but this is the craziest one to me because neither jungler does Crab.
That Griffin had his second Raptor respawn timer.
We're checking. I'm
Yeah.
checking.
Yeah, check, because that is something you can use.
Like, what is he doing?
Yeah, you can tell one of those junglers confused, the other a little disappointed.
Because typically I also think that Sona has incredible scaling. So
yeah.
Pretty big fan of the lane so far.
Ooh, they throw out the ultimate, answered by Isles. Big damage onto the Nami. They don't have the wave behind it. Griffin is coming around from the flank. Look at Isles, flashes in, and will pick up the kill secure.
He got there just in time to get all the gold from the baby Krugs though, so not bad.
Oh, Masu could be in some trouble though. Phosphorus bomb plus the rockets. Berserker's going in! It's Isles with the kill, but Masu taken down.
That's a big mistake right there while his Sona was in base, because he actually had the Essence Reaver, which is I think why he was feeling so strong since Berserker was stacking the tier, didn't have Trinity Force. But Berserker had an extra player.
Yeah, ooh, as Krajan looks for the encore right there. Saint will flash and go, so 2 summoner spells used defensively.
Yeah, good and necessary flash from Saint to live here. Inspired goes on the invade.
I mean, we see that the Sona is still behind him, so this is really bold from Inspired. Can he get the solo kill onto Griffin, though? The damage is crazy! Inspired will have the backup of Saint for the 1-for-1, but now FlyQuest with a 2v1. Isles coming in, empowers Saint to walk forward. Throws out the Unraveled Earth, the Seismic Trap sidestep, but the threat of volley should be enough. Cryogen just auto to death by Saint. LYON win the scrap at the Raptors.
Let's take a look here.
Gakkos hits level 11 as Jokla's trying to shove in the wave to get 11 as well.
Yeah, nice step back from Gakkos on that Justice Punch. Kind of spaced him nicely, and you see the immediate turn too, looking, he's like, you're not going to get out of here.
Yeah, now he's just in no man's land, and Gakkos is cycling his cooldowns very well. Going to time his overheat with his ultimate right there. Really perfectly done.
Yes, it can give you some of that range and health trades in the early game. It still does scale very well, so LYON have multiple members topside. Gakkos could be in some trouble here. Dokla taking up a lot of turret shots to set up his team for the damage. Berserker will get the kill. Actually, it's Inspired with the credit, and nobody falls on LYON's side.
Level 11 and Flash ready. So rank 2 on his ulti, and we're starting the fight. Griffin takes the Hex Gate in.
Has the Crescent Guard, trying to keep himself healthy, but Inspired's over the wall. Petrifying Gaze lands this time. Big chunk onto Inspired. In comes the Galio ultimate. Quad was able to kite back with Griffin in tow. In comes the Nami ultimate. Will only knock up onto Griffin. Double taunt from Dokla, but the team has already left him. Dokla falls. FlyQuest get a kill.
Within reach while having the stacking dragon.
TP'd on by Dokla though. In a 1v2 as his enemy is also getting the objective. So Herald and a potential pick here. Quad has Petrifying Gaze. Might have to hold it if you can get some big damage on this. It walks back into the seismic shove that was in the brush. LYON pick up another kill, this time to Saint.
2 items on Masu and Berserker.
We're seeing it from LYON's vision right now. They have a flanking ward if they want to TP in for it, but everybody's already here. It's going to be a 5v5 potential at the Dragon. Weaver's Wall to cut off Gakkos and Cryogen. 3 members of Fly now in the Dragon Pit. We're going to ride in the Herald for the engage. Get on top of Quad. Inspired can get the kill. It's Berserker with the credit. Griffin, Crescent Guard to try and stay alive. Has the back of the team. Masu's free firing onto the jungler, but it's not enough damage. He gets taunted up by Dokla. Inspired still alive. Just cannot die. As finally he will go down, but LYON still running away with the team fight. Dragon secured for FlyQuest, but they will get aced here. Bubble sidestep by Cryogen, but you can't dodge all the damage. Saint will pick it up, an ace for LYON. I'll say the 8 stacks of Darksteel count, as Griffin can't even get his own red buff. It's taken by Inspired right there. Now Griffin chunked out as he has to walk away. Inspired has just done this game after game after game. You get the early lead, you take away all the camps from your opponent, and now the team's on Baron.
Yeah, right. Like this Baron Force with their item power spikes, knowing they chunked out Griffin, knowing there's no advantage. This could be the fight they need before Drake.
Turn in onto Matsu, flash away, but they got on the quad. The Cassiopea's taken out before the fight even begins, as Matsu's in some trouble as well. Both the carries are down. LYON with 2 quick picks as they use the Baron as a magnet to pull FlyQuest in. Gonna turn back under the purple worm.
Yeah, great instant turn there. You can tell the call already. I mean, if we get the comms listening, you know they're looking at it from the very beginning.
And they're fighting on all the right timers.
Back to the Dragon Soul fight right now as FlyQuest have one last opportunity to get back into this game. That's a flash from Quad away from the Unraveled Earth. Watch for Inspired on the flank. He's spotted by Gakkos. He's trying to get in. Has the Galio coming in on top. They knock up the Rumble. Griffin's locked down as well. Everybody turning in on the Masu as he got separated from the rest of the team. The Encore to buy some space. The Equalizer goes down. FlyQuest might just be turning this one around. Masu will go down. Big damage from Berserker as the Rockets are shredding them. Saint with the flick back. Griffin goes down. Saint is godlike. Gakkos will try and trade it back and Inspired. Will get the shutdown, but a consolation prize. Double kill to Berserker and a double kill to Saint. LYON ace the team fight. I was going to say, last game I'm pretty sure he was deathless, right?
Game 1 where he flew under the turret.
That was the only kill that FlyQuest got game 1. They're looking for another one right now, but the Weaver's wall blocking off the escape path. Masu throwing out the Coley, trying to get some range damage, but a teleport flank from Dokla gets onto the carry. In goes Inspired as well. The clean up from LYON. A clean
GG.
0 for 5 ace. They don't even need the Baron. They just needed that one last team fight to close this one out. A wave is waiting for them to push in the mid wave.
They have absolutely dominated. They have changed the narrative about LYON in lock-in. They have destroyed FlyQuest.
LYON on the same page, and they just demolished them 3-0.
We are seeing the Fangs. LYON take the series 3-0.
Okay, I mean, it seems like business as usual, much different than they were looking after their struggles and loss to DSG. Spam chat for who your player of the game is. Inspired did work, but I think there's arguments for Saint and Berserker here as well. Wow.
This did not go how I expected it to go. A 3-0 in that dominant of a fashion from the squad that had struggled up until this specific weekend.
They just played better as a team and as individuals. So they improved across multiple metrics here in a very quick time, which makes me super excited for the rest of this lock-in tournament.